Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fun Guy Flips.
This is our midweek video where we show you all of the things that we sold over the last week.
Yep, and if you want to see where we found those things while we're out yard sailing and sourcing, check out our other videos that we post throughout the week, and you can see all that content there.
Yeah, please like and subscribe, and let's see what we sold. All right. We have the New With Tags FootJoy FJ men's solid white large collared top short sleeved SVCC. Two of them sold to two different people, and they're right there.
Nice. Yeah, so these sold pretty quick. We didn't get a chance to put them away yet. Two brand new with tags golf shirts. So we picked up a ton of these at a yard sale about a week and a half ago. Big community sale, first yard sale that we stopped at for this particular day, and they had a ton of these shirts. We bought them all with new with tags. They were all large, I think. And then the gentleman also had a whole clothing rack filled with used ones, so we picked out the nicer ones from those and got these. I think these were what, $5 a piece for the new ones?
Yes.
And the used ones were $1, so no brainer. These went to two separate people. And how much did they sell for?
$22.95 plus shipping.
$22.95 plus shipping on each one. Excellent. Funny story too from this. They asked us if we were resellers because we were buying all the new with tag stuff, and we said, yeah, we do resell this stuff. And the woman said, good. I hope you can do something with it. It's better in your hands being resold than in my husband's closet. So
Gathering dust.
Gathering dust. But these aren't dusty, they're in bags, but I get what you mean.
Next, we have two items going to the same person, and they're in the same location.
All right.
It's the Glinda the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch of the Wizard of Oz dolls, porcelain dolls. AO3D.
Ooh, the rivals together. I gotta kind of squeeze through here because we got a bunch of stuff everywhere down here. Oh, that one back there is Dorothy. And we got the Wicked Witch. The one that I thought would be worth more, Scarecrow, is actually the least valuable. Maybe he got overproduced. But I really like him. And we got Glinda. Alright, I guess I don't know if we can get a good lighting on these. We gotta figure out some lighting down here. So yeah, the Wizard of Oz, brass key keepsakes, Glinda, and the Wicked Witch, porcelain dolls. This is something that Gina eyeballed. You want to tell us about this?
Sure. So we were at I guess it was like a church yard sale, pop-up sale, but it was also like it was more of like a market. Like they had, we picked up this little guy there because there was somebody who had crocheted goods. Yep. And there was somebody who had baked goods.
Yeah, it was like a craft fair on one side, a flea market on the other side, and baked goods on the inside.
Yeah.
And a total of like 5 tables.
Yeah. Yeah, there weren't a whole lot. And we didn't have that one on our list for the day either. We were just driving, and we just happened to see it on our way driving to the next spot. Like it happened to, we saw a sign that said, you know, market and craft fair this way. And Ryan was like, whoop, let's go check it out. And like, did a little UE and pulled in. And the first 2 tables we went to, I was like, oh, we're not going to find anything here. This was going to be a waste of time. And then the third table, we saw these with 2 other ones, like Ryan mentioned, the Dorothy and the Scarecrow. And she had them at $20 a piece, or she said she would do $60 if we got all 4. And Ryan asked if they would do $50 because there were better odds of just selling probably one of them. And then the others, if they would sell over time, would then make our money back. And so she said yes, and we got them for $50 for all 4. And then I think they've sat for just a couple weeks now, 3 maybe weeks or so.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And somebody messaged today on the Glinda the Good Witch listing and said that they wanted to buy 2 of them for their mother who collects them, and these are the last 2 that their mother needed. And could we
Very
do a
cool.
deal? So I said yes. We negotiated back and forth a little bit, and they got them for $80. So we gave them a $10 discount on each because they bought both. So they got them for $80 plus shipping.
Yep, and then we'll try to combine shipping, but these are really big, so I'm not sure shipping's really going to change, because, but we'll try. We'll try and get them in there.
Yeah. Okay, we have 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, horror DVD lot widescreen, AO1B.
All right.
But this is really a false location as well.
Yeah, this wasn't really here earlier. Gina put it here for effect, to make it look like we put it away, when really, in reality, we are 2 procrastinators.
No, I listed it today.
You should have had this put away by now.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. But we would have procrastinated. This still would have been in a tote 3 days from now, probably.
All right.
So we just picked these up over this past weekend, I think. 28, actually, let me correct myself. I had 28 Weeks Later as part of a horror lot listed on eBay for a couple of weeks now. And then I found 28 Days Later at a yard sale this past weekend for $1. Paid $1 for each, I think, or maybe a little bit less. And delisted the other one, reformatted a little bit, put these 2 together, and they sold in about 2 hours. For how much?
$17.95 plus shipping.
$17.95 plus shipping. And this one's a really good movie. Probably why it does well.
Okay, we sold the Polo Ralph Lauren men's shirt, white, size extra large, cotton, new with tags. Right there.
Right there. So this one we picked up at a yard sale just the other week. Got a whole bunch of brand new with tags and bags. Golf shirts, shorts, and the lot. I don't remember what we paid for these. Was it $5?
Yeah.
$5 a piece we paid on these.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did this one sell for?
$44.95 plus shipping.
$44.95 plus shipping. Awesome.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next is the 3-set Matchbox Coca-Cola Twin Packs Dad's 55 Chevy Bel Air and Sons 1998 Camaro AO2B.
All right. I don't even remember listing these things.
I did.
AO2B. I'm just going to find them. I do believe this is the lot you're looking for.
Coca-Cola ones?
Yeah, so they're in this frosty bag, so maybe I can ask a favor from the editor to pop a picture up so we can see what these things look like. So these, I don't even know where we got these.
We got these at that church sale from the guy with all the Coca-Cola stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep, he wouldn't budge on his prices.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that because that's when we named the video.
Yeah.
You remember how much we paid for them?
I think we paid $10, which was a little high. You had hoped that they were going to be worth a little bit more. They were worth about double, so we sold them on offer for $18.55 plus shipping.
Okay. Well, they're gone now.
Yeah. Yeah, Coca-Cola stuff is just not quite as hot as we thought it maybe was going to be, so.
Yeah. Well, good news. I have a whole bunch of Pepsi trucks upstairs.
Oh, great.
So, I think that's where the money's at.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, next is the Samson Q4 dynamic microphone with XLR cord, AO2C. This is an old one because it's a picture on a table.
Yeah, that's a good way. We can sort of tell the age of our listings by the backdrop in which we use to take the photos. So this thing, I'm pretty sure I picked this up at a yard sale for, I want to say $3. That number sticks out in my mind. And it did have another microphone with a cord, and we sold that a long time ago. This has been sitting in our store forever. And I'm not sure you can really see. There's a microphone in there. So, nice little microphone with the cord. Little clip for the microphone stand, and a little baggie. So yeah, $3. We're already in profit because we sold the other one. I don't remember how much we sold it for, but we did sell it, so it's more than $3. And how much did this one sell for?
It sold for $24.95 with free shipping.
$24.95, free shipping. Awesome.
So next we have the 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later DVD double feature 2-disc full screen edition. AO2B? 1B? Wherever the DVDs are.
Yep. This one we didn't get a chance to put it away yet, but we did stick it in here for effect to give you this nice visual of me walking over and picking it for your entertainment pleasures. So this one didn't take 28 weeks to sell. It didn't take 28 days to sell. It took, I think, a single day to sell. Maybe 2. We listed another lot that were 2 separate DVDs, and that one sold pretty much instantaneously. This one took an extra day. But it did sell. We picked this up for $1, and it sold for how much?
$19.95 plus shipping.
$19.95 plus shipping. See? Some DVDs are worth listing on their own.
Okay, next are the vintage Pyrex primary colors nesting bowl mixing bowls set of 4 clear bottom EXO 3D.
All right.
You might need help with this.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Oh, bring the whole box
I'm going to bring the whole box over.
Good call.
Well, it's actually the only thing that's in this box. So
surprised.
I won't even take them out for this video. But set of 4.
Guess the editor's just gonna have to throw up a picture on the screen.
Thank you, editor, for all that you do. Your efforts do not go unappreciated. Mm-hmm. So pick these up at a yard sale, community yard sale. Second day of the yard sale. It was in a fire hall indoor sale. Second day. And these were still here. $5 for the set. Found a bunch of good stuff in there. No idea how this stuff was still there, but it was, and I got it, so super happy with that. And paid $5. How much did it sell for?
$66.45. It's sold on offer.
$66.45
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping on offer.
All right, and next we sold the Last Kids on Earth book hardcover lot set of 7 Max Brallier AO2A.
All right. AO2A?
That's what I have.
No.
It was BO2A?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking, that's not where the books go.
Hardcovers, right?
Last Kids on Earth.
All right, I think that's this one right here. We can also tell the age of our... Yep, that's the Last Kids on Earth. The age of our listings by the packaging that we stored them in. So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we would save all of our shopping bags and use these for stuff like this to pack it. But those days are gone. Now we spend cents upon cents on nice packaging for our customers. So yeah, Last Kids on Earth. Awesome series by Max Brallier. So, fun fact, we actually know Max. Been to a couple events with him and hung out with him once or twice. Mm-hmm. Super cool guy. Busy, 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 I tell you what. And he's since moved far, far away. So
Yeah, he used to live in New York, now he lives in California.
Yeah, so Last Kids on Earth. I don't remember what we paid for these. Were these from our personal collection or no?
No, we paid... No, I still have my...
Okay, good.
copies. We paid $5 for all of them.
$5 we paid.
And they sold for $14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. So, not a crazy flip, but not a bad one, and it's cool. We're contributing to the literacy of our nation right here.
Okay, we sold the AMT Dodge Stealth RT model kit number 6956, 1990 issue, ERTL Company, 125th, AO1A.
Impressive.
Lots of keywords.
Yeah. It's the red one, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say this was the last of these, but I had to move one out of the way that also came from this lot. So we picked these up at the super gigantic yard sale earlier this year in Allentown. And I think I got 3 of them for, I don't want to be wrong, $10? $15? 4 of them for $20. Maybe that's what I did. I think I paid about $5 for these folks. So how much did this one sell for?
Sold for $18.55 with free shipping.
$18.55 and free shipping?
Yeah.
So about, I don't know, $13 maybe.
Yeah, not great, but...
Yeah. Still a profit. So sometimes these things can be pretty good. Sometimes, well, I guess they're not really ever bad. Although I guess we did just pick up 2 bad ones. In any case, I feel like they're always worth at least 10 or 15 bucks. Sometimes they're worth more than that. So I'll usually pick these up. I can find them a lot of times for like $5. And I'll snag them, roll the dice. Sometimes we win. Sometimes, you know, we still win, but not as much. Or like the 2 upstairs we lose. Because we're going to sell those at our yard sale because they're only worth $5 a piece.
Alright, next is the 1977 vintage Kenner Star Wars R2-D2 figure Hong Kong COO, CO1B.
Alright, little R2-D2. There's a bunch of little figures in here still. So this little R2-D2 we picked up at a yard sale the other day for $1. A lot of stuff was priced up, but we dug, we looked around, we asked questions, and we found some cheap stuff that was pretty good. And this was one of those things. So $1 for little R2 from 1977. I collect these things, and I already have this one in a little nicer condition. So this one was a little boogered up, so we had to price accordingly, and it sold. For how much?
$12.95 plus shipping.
$12.95 plus shipping. So this is not the one with the lightsaber that comes out of his head. That one's worth quite a deal more. Quite a bit more? Quite a bit more. That one's worth quite a bit more. Shout out to the editor.
We have the Nike Golf Fit Dry men's shorts, size 36, white, new with tags, 11-inch inseam.
There it is. Got these at a yard sale just the other week for $5. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Whole bunch of golf shorts and golf shirts, brand new with tags, $5 a piece. And then we got all their used stuff that was nice for $1 a piece. Been selling this off, and I think we're already in the profit, so doing pretty good with that stuff. How much did this one sell for?
$27.95 plus shipping.
$27.95 plus shipping. Awesome.
Alright, next we have 2 Vera Bradley bags, so if you want to get both of them. I've got the Vera Bradley Petal Pink Floral Flower 2-piece crossbody purse, tote bag, and wallet. And then we also have the Vera Bradley Lilac Tapestry Medallion Backpack School Book Bag Padded Tote CO2C.
Alright, backpack.
Purple backpack.
And a bag.
And a pink bag with a wallet.
Got it. Alright, some Vera Bradleys. So these I have no idea where we got this one. Probably a while ago. It's been listed for a while.
Yeah.
Vera Bradley's, I find they got to be super cool, super clean, pretty much perfect, and they take a while to sell, for us anyway.
Yeah.
This one took like a year, I think. And how much did it sell for?
$14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. I bet you I paid $5 for that thing.
Bet you we paid a little more because it was a year ago.
Yeah, and has a little wallet, so somebody be happy with it. And then we got this purple bag. It's a super cool backpack. So this one's a little more unique. Still took a little while to sell. Picked this one up at a animal shelter sale, and they're raising funds for the animal shelter. And I think we paid $6 for this one, if I remember correctly. And it is a backpack. How much did this one sell for?
Sold on offer for $17.62 plus shipping.
$17.62 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm. Just about 18.
Not crazy, but
yeah,
making money.
All right, we finally sold Crazy Taxi.
All right.
For PS2. So AO1C.
Crazy Taxi. PS2. This is a super cool game. I used to play it on the Sega Dreamcast. You remember those things? I also used to play it in the arcade next to the pizza shop. Probably picked this up for $1 or $2. I don't remember where I got this one in particular. It's been listed for a little while. How much did it sell for?
Sold with our 10% video game discount going on right now for $8.96 plus shipping.
$8.96 plus shipping. So if I played $1 or $2 for it, I guess I'm doing all right.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited about this because it's the last one of a whole bunch that we sold of these. The vintage 1950 to 60s Coco Chanel gold rim glasses Demitas coffee tea cup set of 2. Y02D1. So these are the nice ones.
Okay. So we still have a set left that are not as nice.
Mm-hmm. One of them has some weird to the rim.
Okay. I believe these should be the good ones. I guess we didn't label it, huh? These are the 2. Alright, so Coco Chanel glasses. They got the cool Coco Chanel emblem on them. That's how Gina spotted these from a mile away. I didn't even know what they were.
Spotted the rim, the gold rim on them, and thought that was kind of different, you know? And then, upon closer inspection, saw the Coco Chanel label and was like, ooh, I bet these are worth something. And then I looked it up, and there were none sold in 90 days. So I was like, okay. And then I looked up if they had ever been sold, and they had, and it was like, do you remember if it was 500 or 800?
It was a bunch.
It was a lot for a set of 4. And I was like, well, we have 10. So I can, and then other people had them up for 1 for 100 and 1 for 50, and theirs had wear to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's too much. So I sold them for $75 a set. And we sold 4 sets now, so.
Nice.
We have 1 set left that has some wear to it, more heavily wear to it. So that's why I'm marking those down to like 60, I think, or 65. So.
Yeah. So 2 into 75.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were only $1 a piece. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Thrift store did not know what they had. For once.
You said thrift store did not know what they had for once, but if they knew what they had and they charged $800 for those things, or $400 or $200, would have anybody picked them up?
No, yeah.
That's the question.
All right. Next is the Yeti Day Trip Lunch Bag Gray Insulated Packable Cooler Day Trip XO1B.
All right. I'm excited that we sold this because I do like Yetis. It's a constant narrative here on this channel. Please excuse the mess. One of these days I'm gonna finish organizing and clean. That's not it. That's an igloo. Yeti. Yeah, one of these days I'm definitely gonna finish down here, and we're gonna be organized and set up for success. But today's not that day. Today we sold a Yeti though. So I picked this up at a sale in town here.
Yeah.
I think I paid $5 for this, maybe a couple bucks more. I don't remember.
No, I think it was
$5. Yeah, and I figured it was a little dirty, but I figured I could clean it up and get a bunch for it. And we both cleaned this.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
you cleaned it first, and you said some of it wouldn't come off, and then
then you got it off. Yeah.
then I got it off. So yeah, I figured if we couldn't clean it up, I'd just keep it, because I do like Yeti. It's a solid brand. Keeps your stuff cold. We are not sponsored by Yeti, though if you're listening, Yeti, I'll happily sponsor you. Or you'll sponsor me. How does that work? Anyways, $5 we paid, and how much did it sell for?
$39.85 plus shipping. Sold on offer, so.
$39.85 plus shipping on offer. Awesome. Cool little lunch bag.
It's funny because with the older listings, I can tell it's an older listing because I was just learning how to do this. And so, like, the listing description is terrible for this one, which is why it took forever to sell, probably, you know?
It's also why it's key to go through and delist and relist. But,
yeah,
man, we don't even have time to list the stuff that we do have, so we'll get there.
All right. Vintage Peo 1982 Wallace Berry and Co. Smurf drinking glass, hefty. Glass 01. And it says there's 2 of them, so, because there's one available, so.
That is a terrible description.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Not even description, title.
Title, yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, Smurf should have been one of the first words.
Glass 02, you say?
No, I said glass 01.
Glass 01. Alright. I'm looking for the small. Think for the small ones.
Got like a mountain background or something?
I got it. Hefty.
Yes. Big Ty just got home.
A hefty Smurf with a little mountain background. Looks like he's hauling some junk. He's just like us. I'm always hauling junk. And dare I say I'm a little hefty.
Oh.
Let's call it how I see it. So these, I couldn't say for certain where we picked these up, but I'm gonna guess these came from the auction.
Yeah, they were the leftovers from the set, so.
Yeah, so we made a bunch of money off of what we bought there. We bought up a ton of these collector glasses at about $3 a piece or so, and a lot of them were worth a ton. These are like the leftovers. So still super cool glass though. And how much did it sell for?
$4.76 plus shipping. Sold with our 20% off discount.
$4.76 plus shipping. I blame the person that put that on 20% off.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I blame the person who wrote the description. Who wrote the title, rather.
It's all of our faults.
Alright, next is the Vintage Cat Cookie Jar by Coco Dowley Certified International Court Fish Handle XO4A.
That is a fantastic title.
You wrote it, huh? I know.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty good at this. Where is it?
XO4A.
4A.
Just go get it.
It's probably this whole box. All right. So, cat cookie jar. Gonna ask a favor from the editor. Throw up a picture on screen so you can see what this thing looks like without the bubble wrap. Super cool little kitty cookie jar. Picked this one up at a church sale a few months ago, I think, for, I want to say, $2.
I was going to say $2 or $3.
Yeah, $2 or $3. It's cool because it's a cat, and I feel like people like cats. I'm not necessarily one of those people. I don't hate them, but they're alright, I guess. And it's a cookie jar, and cookie jars usually do okay if they're cool enough.
Yeah.
Usually worth at least $15. And yeah, $2 or $3 into, how much did we sell it for?
$19.95 plus shipping.
$19.95 plus shipping. There you have it.
Okay, and next is the vintage Milton Bradley 1993-1994 Light Bright with box pegs and sheets tested CO1B.
Now this is exciting.
Yeah.
Piece of my childhood right here. Vintage Light Bright. From what year did I say it was?
93 or 94, you said.
93 or 94. So, picked this up. I probably bought this 2 years ago, to be honest with you. And it's been sitting on our death pile forever because they're not really worth that much, particularly. And they're bulky, big. You gotta take them apart and clean them, and I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. So finally got around to listing it a couple months ago, and it sold. So I want to say I probably paid like $1 or $2 for this thing. And how much did it sell for?
$24.95 plus shipping.
$24.95 plus shipping. Awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of these listed, and not all of them are sold, so I probably won't be buying too many more Light Brights moving forward. But glad we got this one sold.
Yeah.
Had a super cool picture with it. So I think the picture that I took of this helped sell it, although try to be efficient with our time so that we're not wasting time on lower valued items. And I thought, hey, how cool would it be if I did this exact pattern on the Light Bright for the picture? I bet you somebody would buy that then. And they did. And that's probably why. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But about halfway through, I was like, man, I bit off more than I could chew here. This is going to take me like 30 minutes to list this thing. So definitely not worth my time to do that, I think. But we got it sold. So I'm happy with it. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but I've been doing a lot of work down here in the underground warehouse to make it look a little cooler, a little more organized, a little more functional. So we've been implementing some new decorations and some new organization. Been moving tools around. We got our new toolbox from new to us toolbox from a yard sale the other day. $40 for that thing, man. So that's going to help us get organized a lot. Starting to move a whole bunch of stuff around. This is on my to-do list. Got to get this all sorted. That's a lot of backlog of electronics. And got Han Solo just hanging out. Get it? Ha.